overpaid for him a couple years ago. So Davis had a 247 average. He's not going to give you average. That's given. But he 43 home runs, 110 RBIs, 91 runs. Those three categories are all great. And he only gave 4 stolen bases, so every once in a blue moon, a stolen base. But the home runs, the RBIs, and the runs, he's going to give you every year. And he's been doing this for a couple of years, so it's not like he's a guy that's, hasn't been able to do it.
At least 3 years, right?
Yeah. So
change of scenery to Oakland didn't hurt him either. He's got some serious power.
So that's why I put him there. I mean, he's quiet. Nobody ever talks about him, but he's one of the big power guys out there.
If I look up and down my list, I think the guy with the potential lowest batting average would be
Joey Gallo.
No. For my top 15.
Yeah.
Billy Hamilton and potentially Aaron Judge, I think would be.
Yeah.
Everybody else, but they have something to make up for it with. I know Chris Davis has some serious power, but I think that average he's gonna be frustrating to own. That's why I don't have him in my top 15.
Okay.
He gets those home runs in spurts, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he does, definitely. I had him a couple years ago, and when I got him, he was a free agent. I picked him up a free agent a couple years ago.
That just goes to show how frustrating he is to own.
Yeah,
it's not like he hasn't been hitting 40 bombs a year for 3 years now.
But then I liked having him because he was hitting home runs left and right, and then I was like, oh, wow. This guy's actually
he'll win you weeks, and he'll lose you weeks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that was your number 13.
Number 13. Number 12.
Go ahead.
Cody Bellinger, Rookie of the Year. Now I was looking up his stats. I didn't realize he did this. But 267 average. Pretty good for a rookie. Here you go. 39 home runs as a rookie, 97 RBIs, 87 runs, 10 stolen bases as a rookie.
And he didn't play the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah, this guy's going to be special, I think. Now, he's not my top 10 yet. Again, this one of the guys, I have to see him do it again. He's young. I think he will. I just, I don't want to put him in my top 10 until I see him do it again.
Sure.
My guys in my top 10 all of them have been doing it for a couple of years, except for maybe one.
All right, so we're on number 12, right?
Yep, number 12.
Number 12 for me is Marcell Ozuna.
Okay.
So I guess I am higher than him. Higher on him than you are.
Yeah.
However, I mean, you just can't take away what he did last year.
No.
And now he's going to a better scenery.
Yeah, another...
Not a huge park upgrade, but just...
Right.
He's going to a winning atmosphere now.
Yeah, winning. That could really... that could really help a player out when you go into the season and you're on a good ball club.
Yep.
And you're ready to play.
And the city just loves baseball.
Yeah, St. Louis loves baseball.
They hate football, but they love baseball.
They hate it.
I mean, baseball is dead in Florida, which sucks. But,
yes.
I mean, just nobody cares about... I think there's just too many fun things to do.
Yeah.
You want to go to a baseball game or you want to go to the theme park? Let's go to the theme park.
Or you want to go to the beach? Yeah, let's go to the beach.
Exactly.
There's lots of hot chicks with bikinis.
Right.
Yeah, let's go to the beach.
A lot of hot guys.
Especially this year. You want to go to the baseball game and watch Lewis Brinson? Or you want to go to the beach and watch girls with bikinis?
No.
I'll see you at the beach.
I personally would probably want to go watch baseball because I have porn for that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I can't go a whole day without talking about porn.
No, yeah. Porn pops up every once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, number 11.
And not only when I hit P on my browser.
Yeah.
That's not the only time it pops up. Anyway, number 11, I have Cody Bellinger because I love him.
Okay.
I think he's just going to be special. Like you said, really one of my biggest regrets last year, he was a free agent. Because he just burst onto the scene.
Yep.
Had a hot week. I was like, it's just a hot week. I won't pick him up. And then someone picks him up, and he stays hot, and he's amazing. So, what are you going to do?
Right. So, number 11, here's a guy that got caught with a little bit of PED action last year. So, it was off for 80 games. So, Starling Marte, I have number 11. Now, he has been pretty good the last couple of years. Actually, after he came back from the pet, he started slow, as I expected. But then he sort of started catching up. 275 average, 7 home runs, 31 RBIs, 48 runs, and 21 stolen bases. That's in 77 games. So,
and when he came back, there was really nothing to play for.
Right, yeah. The team was basically out of it. He came back, and that's one of those effects, you're not excited to play because your team's not doing well. And so, but I think Marte is still one of the top 15 outfielders out there.
Just over the years watching him, with his his swing almost reminds me of a lesser extreme version. Remember Randall Simon?
Yeah.
It just seems like, how does he hit above 280 every year?
I know. And he hit 300 the year before.
Yeah, and I know I've been listening to other podcasts and stuff. They talk about BABIP, batting average on balls in play, and his is always insanely high. And they've always predicted regression in his batting average until recently. It's just like, you know what, he is what he is.
Yeah.
But based on that alone, and that there are other guys, other speedsters out there, I don't have him on my top 50.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I still think, I think he's a guy that can still give you some power. I don't know what he's about yet. 2 years ago, 2015, had 19 homers and 30 stolen bases. But then the year after that, he only had 9 home runs and 47 stolen bases. So is he going to give you a little bit more power? Is he going to give you stolen bases? I think he can do both, but I think he's more of a stolen base guy myself.
His supporting stats are going to suffer because of the lineup around him.
Yeah.
Like the old Andrew McCutchen syndrome. Just playing on the Pirates, he's capped off at 90 RBIs, 90 runs.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't have him up there, but I do like him, but he's going to be drafted before.
Yeah, he's not a guy that I'm going to go looking to draft. Like last year, I was looking to draft Andrew McCutchen, and that bit me in the ass, and then it bit me in the ass when I dropped him.
I know I do this to you all the time, but I don't think you'll take Starling Marte over Cody Bellinger. I'm going to challenge you right there. I don't think you will. Bellinger's upside's too high.
He does have a lot of upside. Okay.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, so we're on number 10?
We are number 10.
Oh, wait, no, we're on my number. Yeah,
number 10.
10, so you go.
I have George Springer, Houston. 283 average, 34 home runs, 85 RBIs, 112 runs, and 5 stolen bases.
This was a guy that used to strike out too much.
Yeah,
He would strike too much, and now he hardly strikes out at all.
Yep.
I don't know what happened there, but...
Fix something.
Nice. Yeah. Just incredible lineup around him. He's going to be... Even if he has a down... This is why you have guys like Springer up in your top 10 or close to it. Or, in your top 10, because even... You can feel pretty confident that even if he has a bad year, his numbers will be serviceable.
Right.
So, I actually have him on my list coming up. But my number 10 is Nelson Cruz.
Okay.
And I know I'm just contradicting myself about injury risks, but...
Yeah, there's another one.
I mean, if he's going to be DHing, and he's been doing it, I mean, you can't deny what he's been doing the last, 5 years?
Yeah, and he's just been
He's
killing
been
the
hitting
ball.
at least like 38 bombs a year, I believe.
Yeah.
For the last 5 years. And before that, he was just hurt.
Right.
I mean, he just gets better with age, like a fine wine.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really been hurt the last 3 years. Mm-hmm. He's averaged probably right around 40, I would say 42 home runs a year.
He's just so consistent with it that nobody talks about him anymore.
Yeah, he does it every year.
Yeah, if you draft him, you won't regret it.
Yeah, I have him a little higher on my list, but he's coming up. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and go on to number 9. It's your turn.
Springer. That's where I have Springer.
Yeah, Springer. Yep. Okay, not much to say there. At number 9, I have J.D. Martinez. The only reason I have him listed a little lower than probably what he should be is I don't know where he's going to play.
Yeah.
He's still a free agent.
And if he may be rusty.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get a spring training in or a normal...
Now, his numbers last year, mind you, he put up some monster numbers with the Diamondbacks when he got traded.
Yeah.
He had 303 average, 45 home runs, 104 RBIs, 85 runs, and 4 stolen bases.
In how many games? 119, I believe.
I think it was 119. It wasn't that many games. But when he got traded, he wasn't even doing that great with Detroit. Actually, we have the splits here. With Detroit, he was doing pretty good. 305 with 16 and 39. That was in 57 games. He only played 5 more games with Arizona than he did with Detroit. So look at this. In 5 more games with Arizona, he hit 13 more home runs, drove in almost 30 more RBIs. Wow. And when he moved to Arizona, it was just like a light went on, and he just...
Yeah, but it's not like he was bad in Detroit either.
No, he was really good in Detroit. He was just phenomenal in Arizona.
Yeah.
So he caught fire. He had a great season last year, but again, where's he going to play? In Boston? Is Arizona going to re-sign him? We don't know. Is some mystery team going to come out and scoop him up?
It seems like the front runners have good ballparks for him to play in.
Yeah.
So
right. So
I mean, it's not like the Padres are breaking down the door to try to get him.
Yeah, I'm praying to God San Francisco finds some money to get him. And then
where's that? Aren't they already like way over the cap? Or
yeah,
like
they're right on the cap.
The luxury tax.
Yeah. So.
All right, so that was your number 9?
That was my number 9. Number 8, this is where I put Nelson Cruz. Again, we talked about him last year. He had 288 average with 39 home runs, 119 RBIs, 91 runs, and a stolen base. So, again, last 3 years, he's just been consistently doing right around those numbers. So that's what he's going to give you as long as he stays healthy. He's going to give you some great numbers. I mean, even the average is pretty decent. He's been
Well,
doing.
yeah, you can't catch a home run.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So
So and he's played. It's not like he's playing in a small ballpark either. He's playing in Seattle.
I know.
So he's putting these numbers up in a big ballpark.
Yeah.
So
But it is what it is. I mean, he's not going anywhere. Well, I mean, he could be trade bait halfway through the.
it depends how Seattle's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a guy you could trade to get probably 2 or 3 good prospects out of him. So anyway, on to your number 8.
My number 8 is Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah,
We're not
really
too far
struggled
from
with
that.
this one.
Yeah.
Numbers 3 through 8 were tough.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have some guys up here better.
What do you even need to say anything about Judge? He could be.
No.
He could be.
You know.
He could lead the league in home runs. He could hit 300 because and have a phenomenal OBP and OPS because all the pitchers were afraid of him. Or he could slump really, really badly and just be terrible.
Yeah, we don't
Never
know what we're going to get from last year because he had such an enormous first half.
Yeah.
And then he slumped it for a little while in the second half until he finally broke out of it.
Yeah.
But, so we don't exactly know what we're going to get with Aaron Judge yet. Are we going to get a guy who's going to bat 240 to 260? I mean, he's going to give you the home runs.
Okay. But because I have him 8 and you have him
7. I have him 7.
All right, so you have 7. It goes. Me and you are probably not going to get him on our fantasy.
No, I mean, we're
He's-
going to have too many Yankee players.
He's going to go. At the
Yeah,
back
he's
end
going
of
to
the first
go.
round.
Yeah, somebody's going to take him.
Yeah.
So,
Which I mean, I can't blame anybody for doing that.
no, I don't blame you
Nice
for taking him.
upside.
Absolutely. Great
Talk about
upside.
Ozuna's upside. We're talking like Judge is on another level,
Yeah, absolutely. So, number 7, of course, I have Aaron Judge.
and that's where I have JD Martinez.
That's where you
so
have-
I like Martinez a little bit better than Judge because he's been doing it longer.
Right, okay.
Last year was just an incredible season for both players.
Right.
So I mean, it's a coin flip really for me, but I'd rather have JD by a little bit.
Okay. So, number 6, go ahead.
Number 6 for me is Harper.
Bryce Harper.
And I know you have him higher than that.
I do have him higher than that.
It's the injury risk.
Okay.
I look at the 5 guys
It's
ahead of
been
him,
like
and
that,
I
yeah.
think I would rather just take the safety of them.
I got you.
We'll get to those in a second.
I feel better. Okay, at number 6, I have the other outfielder in New York, the other guy that probably hit 50 homers. Giancarlo Stanton, the reigning NL MVP that Derek Jeter gave away for free, basically, to New York. 281 average, 59 home runs, 132 RBIs, 123 runs. As you say those numbers, realize that Marcell Ozuna was batting after him and still getting numbers. I don't know if he's going to be 260 batter or 280 either, but he's batting in New York, a smaller ballpark. He's got Aaron Judge and Gary Sanchez and Didi Gregorius and all batting around him. This guy could hit 65 home runs next year.
And have 150 RBIs.
Yeah, so
It's possible.
it's possible in a smaller ballpark in New York. I will say this: it's going to be fun to watch the Yankees play.
It is.
I'm not a Yankee lover. They're not one of those teams I root for, but it will be fun to watch those boys hit because you're going to be turning on SportsCenter every night, seeing what the Yankees did.
Yeah.
Because you want to see what kind of numbers they're putting up.
Yep.
So, but again, I have Stanton in my number 6. And
It's number 5 for you.
now it's number 5. And here's a guy, number 5, I have Mookie Betts in
So
Boston.
I have him number 5 as well.
I think he's a guy, I think we're going to get a lot better average out of him this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he's not a 263 batter, guys.
No,
He's-
but even when he hit 263, what were the rest of his numbers?
He's 24 home runs, 102 RBIs, 101 runs, and 26 steals. Batting 263. I think this guy's going to bat 300.
He's like a rich man's Christian Yelich.
Yeah, he's
Just
going to.
better.
He's probably going to have closer to 30 home runs. Again, this is another. I'm telling you, this team in Boston does not need JD Martinez.
No, but
It'd be nice.
you never have too much talent.
Yeah, it's true, but I think they should definitely go after their pitching. Like I said, I think Jake's right. I think they should go after pitching and not mess around with going after Martinez. They could get another pitcher in there and really and challenge the Yankees because the Yankees have a good pitching rotation too. It's not like the Yankees have a bad rotation.
Right.
As we go, you had Betts at number 5 as well.
Then I have Chris Bryant number 4, who is still outfield
That's who I have as
eligible
well.
in
Yep.
Yahoo Fantasy Leagues.
Yep, we both agree there as well.
Therefore, I feel like you basically take Betts, what I would project as Betts stats, and just add a little bit more to the power numbers, and then
Right.
take away some of the steals.
Yep.
But I would expect a higher average.
Higher average, and I'm definitely expecting more RBIs out of Chris Bryant this year. He only had 73 RBIs last year. I'm expecting him to have right around 100 RBIs.
I heard a stat. He only batted like 230 something with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that's insane.
A lot of people want to blame it on batting second. but he didn't come up clutch last year like he did
Right.
the previous season.
Yeah.
That won't happen again.